Welcome, collectors, to this episode of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Fire Replicas Mack B-81 Tandem Axle Tractor in burgundy over red. As you can see, the model comes in a white Fire Replicas themed box, and mine came with a post-it note signifying that it has been inspected for accuracy. So, let's go ahead and start the unboxing process. If you've never owned a Fire Replicas piece, they can be somewhat tedious, to be honest with you, because there's a certain way you want to do it without doing any kind of damage to either the packaging or the model, so I'll guide you through that whole process. Once you do it the first time, though, it's really pretty simple. It's not anything you need to worry about, so let's just go ahead and go through the whole thing to begin with. So you want to turn the box over this way, pull up on this flap. Inside, you'll have a couple pieces of documentation. I purchased mine through Eds Diecast Shed, so I have this inside mine. And then also a Fire Replicas Please Read Before Unpacking guide. So this tells you the step-by-step instructions on how to unpack your model. We're going to go through that here on camera. So again, take off the top piece of foam rubber. Inside you will see a couple black ribbons that you can see here, along with the model housed around more styrofoam to keep it safe. So what you want to do is carefully grab hold of the black straps, pull straight up on your model, put it right there, and you are all set to continue the unboxing process. So as you can see, the model comes in this very nice presentation style display case. Now, it does have this wrapping on it, but for sake of time in the video, I'm not going to go through the whole process of taking all the tape off of the display case. But suffice to say, once you take it off, it's a very nice display case. So once you have the ribbon and everything out, you can lift very carefully straight up. There is a single piece of packaging inside, again, to protect the paintwork. And there you go. You are ready to display your truck. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take a very quick break. When we come back, we're going to have the spinny table in here, and we'll begin the actual model review. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break. Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with me. So let's go over a little bit more information about this actual model. So production was limited to 60 units for the burgundy over red version. The item number for this is FR, as in Fire Replicas, -102-3. So production on this, as I mentioned, on this version was 60 units, but there were a total of 6 color variations of this truck produced. There was this one, the burgundy over red. There was a yellow version, a red version, a green version, a green over red, and a version done for Sid Camp Trucking. So the B-81 is one of the latest additions in the Fire Replicas vintage trucking series, and just like their fire trucks that they are known for, it's unmatched in quality and detail. So I went through the unboxing process, and as I said, it comes in a high-quality custom display case featuring an etched stainless steel ID nameplate, which is right here on the model as it spins around. And as you'll see, it reads Mack B-81 Tandem Axle Tractor right here. And you can see the quality of that is just unmatched. And since it is etched, it is actually tampered through. So the first thing besides that you'll notice on the truck is the high-quality paint finish that's done. It is second to none. It absolutely sparkles under the lights. And certainly if you have a display case, which is really what you're going to want to do with this truck, and I will address that right now. I know many of you are going to want to pose this truck with a lowboy trailer, for example, or perhaps try and take it off the base. These Fire Replicas models, just like the Fire Replicas fire trucks I reviewed a few years ago, are not intended to come off of the base. As you can see here, there's no visible screws. However, it's your model, and if that's something that you want to do, there is a way to take an X-Acto knife and cut into the fabric under here to access the 2 screws that mount the truck to it. Few things you need to be aware of, though. Obviously, you're going to destroy the long-term value of your model. And again, these trucks are not designed to be functional, so the steering doesn't work, the fifth wheel doesn't exactly line up properly to any 1/50 scale lowboy trailers, for example. So for these trucks in particular, your best bet is just to leave them on the display base and with the display case cover on them. That's my 2 cents. I did want to give you the option, though, as it is your model. They can be removed, but again, I strongly encourage you against doing that. So also the hood hinge on this is stainless steel. You'll notice some other stainless steel components, such as the Mack logo here, the Bulldog up on top, even the wheel hubs right here, which read Mack, are all stainless steel components. The mirrors themselves are also very nicely done. You can see the airlines here as well are all coiled up and look very, very good. And even on the rear of the truck, when it spins back around, you'll notice that there is a Mack license plate attached at the rear of the truck, right here. As far as the 2 paints that are associated with it, obviously the burgundy aspect is pretty noticeable. Now, depending on light and obviously what your eyes see, some may argue that the red aspects of this truck can potentially be a shade of orange. I tend to disagree with that. I think it's pretty close to red, but just be aware of that. And again, at the time that I am filming this review, I believe that this is the only version of the B-81 tandem axle tractor that has not sold out completely, either from Fire Replicas or Eds Diecast Shed. Another thing to note about this truck is that if you look inside the interior, which is a little bit difficult to see, especially on the spinny table, but hopefully with a little bit of camera trickery, we can get a good look at it. Obviously, you'll notice the windshield wipers, which are also very nicely detailed, but the interior has that vintage green, Mack green finish to it that you would find in Mack trucks from this era. So really, every detail has not been overlooked on these trucks. So there you go. There's a good look at that. If you want to try and get a look inside through the rear window, there's a shot there. You can see even up close the view of the aggressive tread pattern on the wheels, which look absolutely incredible. So there you go, collectors. That will conclude my review on Fire Replicas Mack B-81 tandem axle tractor in burgundy over red in 1:50 scale. These trucks are painstakingly assembled by over 30 workers. Again, you can look into this and actually watch the assembly process on the Fire Replicas website. You can go and actually see pictures of it. So if you guys are into the highest quality possible of a 1/50th scale replica of a vehicle, Fire Replicas is unmatched. Are they very functional? No, but they're not designed to be functional. They're designed to be a museum quality showpiece. So I'm Tommy Strobel with Diecast Emporium. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care, be well. I'll see you in the next review.